Here again, you all. My hair is wild. Just, I think YouTube has been hit with a cyber attack and or some kind of a problem. And we know we're in cyber warfare. We are. This ain't no joke. This isn't a joke, you all. I'm over here trying to find information on YouTube is what I'm trying to do. And it's wild. It really is wild. If you're just tuning in, let me see this. I wanted to do the down detector. They're experiencing problems, and you know, online is not really that safe. It isn't. Your stuff online can get hacked into. It can, and it's okay. And it's not okay, but we're in a different world. We really are. Let's look at this down detector. I wish they would show everything that's experiencing problems, but they're not really. Um, Look, report no problem. You can't really go by this either. You can't. 5 a.m. This is not reporting everything, you all, but they're having problems like this. Let me see the outage map. Look, they only show in one place. Now, see, this is not true. If you have a YouTube channel, let me tell you what happened. You'll wake up and you'll see this video, and don't get up set or anything, you all. Don't. Yeah. Watch this, you all. This is going to be wild. I want to do the past day. Look at this from Reddit. I don't know if y'all have looked into Reddit. Look at this. My monetization symbol is gone 1 hour ago. Although I'm in YPP right now, I can't see the green dollar signs in any of my videos. Is there a glitch or what is happening? So this person right here, this person 20 minutes ago, I'm seeing this as well. I run 5 channels and one suddenly has no monetization option. It says set up in process while I wait to meet payment threshold, while my alternative accounts linked to the same AdSense are totally fine. It seems like a glitch. I now have the same issue. I can't run ads on live streams. I just quit my premium. I think it's a glitch. I'm missing all the monetization settings, options, and status in the setup progress, even though I'm a partners of this, you all. I'm still running on my video, and it doesn't look like my channel has been whatever. Super bug. If you're encountering a bug, don't be clicking into that stuff, you all, because you don't know what that stuff is right there. I would not click on anything like that. So somebody said on here, YouTube's going down. I've always said I'll be on here as long as I'm meant to be on here on the YouTube channel. And I won't leave a day sooner. And I won't stay a day later. I've always said that when my time is up, it'll be up and I'll know it. I'll know it. I won't be able to get on here. Won't be able to get on here, you all. That's right. All your comments on your lives are showing way late tonight. Yeah, something's happening. There really is. And as for the monetization things, my channel's no longer got them on it either, you all. It's completely gone. There's no option on this video either for those ads or anything like that. It's really strange. I think that we're in for a dozy. We are. I think something's going on big time now behind the scenes. I really do. Talk about information warfare. We're looking at information warfare in real time. I just hope there's nothing going on in the world right now. I really hope there isn't. 'Cause that is not going to be good, because it's all cards on the table, more or less, is what's happening, I think. I'm trying to see if there's anything going on. I don't see anything right here. I don't. There's nothing, nothing right here. No, We're not going to see nothing. They got the news so censored too. They really do. The alphabet boys. I didn't know they had alphabet boys in Germany. It's not just me. I think it's probably other people too. Is what I think it is. Oh my goodness gracious. What happens on the 8th of October? Because I'm not, what's happening on the 8th of October, y'all? Hello, you all. I hope I get some sleep tonight, but I submitted my appeal. I repeal it. I appeal it. You hit 14 million views in 4 months and not a single, yeah, I think you have to have, I don't know what it is, so many hours. You have to have so many hours and so many people. You have a criteria. They raised the bar for it. I think it's 4,000 hours or something and 1,000 people, or I have no idea anymore how that works. Events have happened on the 8th of the last few months. Oh, today's the 8th. Oh my gosh, time is flying by. That's true. Um, let me yeah, something is happening. I don't know what's happening, you all. There's nothing here at all. There really isn't. Nothing going on in the world news. Because even if you want to do world news or Rutter's new breaking news, you can't find nothing. Nothing. Yeah. Yeah, let me see what's happening, you all. The only breaking news we'd be able to get is come on social media and somebody tell about the breaking news. 60,000, I have no idea what it is. Then I really don't. What's Yandex? What's Yandex? I've never heard of Yandex. Yandex. I don't know what Yandex is, you all. What is this? India news. There's 8 updates. I don't see any. Who knows? Y'all got something on here? I can't find any. Oh, a search engine. Nah, I don't want to do that, you all. I really don't. There's nothing going on. They won't say nothing here in the news at all. No breaking news. Why am I in India, you all? I don't want to be in India. I can't find any breaking news. Our CNN or anything. You think they're going to tell something? CNN breaking news or Reuters. Twitter would probably get it if you were on Twitter. Yeah, let's see this. The past day, China, European executive becomes an increasing Credit Suisse. I don't know. I think the internet's all messed up. I really do. I think it's all messed up now. That's what I think it is. Everything's all messed up. Maybe it's an 8 on the 8th. Yeah. Let's see, nothing. No, nothing at all in the world. This is weird. What time is it? It's 2:28 a.m. On the 8th, Eastern Standard Time in Indiana. Something's like, I don't know. Something's going on, you all. Something is happening behind the scenes, and I don't think we're going to get to see whatever it is that's happening. Massive explosion. don't see anything. Nothing. Well, you won't hear of nothing until hours and hours afterward. That's what I would say. Um, Federal prosecutors weighing on 2 fronts in this investigation. Okay. It's not fake. Oh gosh. Excuse me. Bless me. I had to sneeze all of a sudden. There's live streams. ZS Collie. What are you talking about, live streams? I don't know what time it is, you all. It's Russian search engine with the truth. Okay. Yeah, thank you, you all. So, I think there's, some kind of cyber, if I do cyber attack, cyber attack, maybe, nothing. Are y'all feeling unsettled in your spirit? Are you? We have, look at this, cyber attacks on hospitals hit multiple states. What is that? Hospitals have been hit by a cyber attack in health services, hospital chain attack, cybersecurity. Des Moines Register, Mercy One clinics operating after their online. Look at that. So that's what's happened, you all. Look at this. They have attacked hospitals. Info expected to emerge slowly in hospital chain cyber attack. Did you know that? That's really strange. Look at this. IT system that holds medical records of 20 million Americans hit Russian cyber attacks. Look, it's not clear of how many 140 hospitals across 21 states, October the 7th, U.S. So the biggest medical cyber attack in history. It's causing cancer delays and ambulance diversions, you all. Wow. Did you hear about that, you all? I didn't hear anything about that. Did you hear about the cyber attacks on the hospitals? Yeah. Oh, I'm not stressing. I don't like being awake this early in the morning. I really don't. I don't look too lovely, but it doesn't matter to me. This is real life. Patients, hospital attack. Wow. This is not really good at all, you all. It isn't. That's just in the past day. How are they going to fix stuff like that, you all? Really, how are they? Thank you, Mama Bear. I got some sleep. I really did. You was with New Work Prepper in the Destroyer. The Queen died on the 8th. The Virgin Mary and similarities, and they both had the magician's wand broke, which apparently breaks the spell from the wizard. That's really interesting. If you break the thing, it breaks the spell. The world wants to move into the digital world. It's going into the digital world. It is. Hello. Friday morning, that's right. It's cyber attacks. Well, let's just see the past week. Cyber attacks. Info slowly emerges in the hospital. Cyber attack on Colorado State. Russian hacktivists. Future cyber attacks could be the deadlier wars, and I believe it. They could shut down your whole entire grid. They really can. Look at that. On the rise. School systems. That they can shut down the grid. And they can do it without using nuclear weapons. They can just do the little thing, get in there, and shut it completely down. Oh, gosh. Somebody's going to come soon. Something's going to happen soon. There was a bloom and a glow ball. Everything you say, always, nobody else is telling the truth. There's a eerie feeling in London today. Anyone else feel it if you're in London? Are you feeling an eerie feeling in the air? I think something's going on. I really do. Let's do this. An attack is imminent. Maybe I do a anything on that. Four hours ago. Signs to watch for if U.S. believes a Russian nuclear attack. Let's do the past day. If the U.S. was under threat of an imminent attack, would you enlist? Why are they writing that? If the U.S. was under a threat of an imminent attack, would you enlist? There's probably people who would not. I did my time. Hell no. I already did. Why are they asking questions about that, you all? Does anyone get this? Look at this. Does anyone get this feeling also of dread, impending doom? So it's just not here on the YouTube, you all. We have people saying they got a feeling of impending doom. It's very specific, and my action is always the same. I feel anxious. Then I start thinking about what happens when I die. Oh my gosh. I don't feel like I'm about to die at all. It's not like that. In feeling boom, look, he talked about Armageddon. Did he talk about Armageddon, you all? The risk of a nuclear Armageddon. It's no indication they're about to do this. Implate Peel's 200 million. Intimidation as it stockpiles you all. There's all kinds of stuff going on, you all. There really is. You can't get caught up in it. You really can't. When you see things like this going on, if you're just tuned in, it seems like YouTube has got a glitch going on with their monetization stuff. Demonetizing channels, taking away the whatever. There's a glitch in that. And I got a thing about a video. It went against German law, so they wanted to, they took it down. I'm banned in Germany. I appealed it. It's about that thing with the great big black tail flew across the moon. They didn't like that video, so they submitted a legal complaint, and YouTube banned me in that country because I went against their standard. And when I click into the thing that's supposed to show what it is I went against, it says this page does not exist, you all, is what it told me for my legal complaint. It says, click here in the YouTube email. Click here to read the guidelines for whatever, and it don't even exist. See, it was so weird. How can I defend myself against something where I couldn't even see what it was I was supposedly violating? Couldn't. It's weird. We live in a weird world. What's that movie? It's about this guy. Everything in the future has become digital. And they say he did something, and I don't know, something to do with his memory, and they framed him for something he didn't even do, or they erased his identity and stuff like that. Um, it's okay. I'll be silent when I'm meant to be silent. I will. There's a time to speak and a time to be silent. And when that time to be silent has come, I'll be silent. And I'll go back to being Gina. I will. I go back to doing my, working on my cars, garden, and building around the house, doing things around the house, construction and projects and all that. I've got plenty of stuff I do. Gardening, I'll go into survival mode, just like everybody else, and I'll just fade away and be Gina no more on social media. Totally be gone. Yeah. Get your popcorn and chill. Gina of all trades. I am. That's right, you all. That's right. Um, you great. Keep up the truth. The video that posted that got you in trouble about a German person or Germany. My video that got me in trouble was, oh, I've got a screenshot that I made of that. Let me take you to it. I thought it was fake. I did, but I don't think it's fake. I got in trouble for something else too. I got in trouble one day last week because I had a link on one of my videos from long ago. They said it was a spam link and they removed it, and it was to Facebook. It was, and I thought, okay, I got in trouble with that. I did. It was this, it, I can't see it right now, you all. It's not going to let me show it right here. It was something flew across the moon with a great big gigantic tail is what it was. And so be it, is what I got to say. So be it. Let me go here, you all. I'm going to show you the video. Let me flip it around. It wasn't when the moon speaks. It was something else. It was that video right here. Something with a black tail flew across the moon. It said it violated German standards, the German law, and YouTube is obliged to adhere to the German law. Something with a black tail flew across the moon. And so my channel is supposed to be banned in Germany now. My whole entire channel because of that channel, because of that video. And that video, if you recall, it has, that's really sensitive. That video, I'm going to shrink my screen down. It showed this right here. And that's what flew across my camera. But that particular video is what they got me on right here for being a bad girl and violating something that I had no access to defend myself. That's right. Am I not a firefighter? Oh, I'm a fighter in the spiritual realm. I am. That's right. You are in Germany and you can see me on here. So do you think that that was like a fake YouTube email? I don't think it was. It said the German country is what it said. And I don't know. Yeah. T, honey, is that you over there laughing? Be laughing at your Gina, honey, up this early in the morning when I'm supposed to be in bed trying to get some rest. Yeah. It's all right. You lived in Zell on Moselle. Not on my Gina. Yeah, that's right, you are. That's okay. It's all right, but something's, it's the 8th. Let's hope nothing happens. You can't sleep. Spreading lies, maybe. Yeah, I spread so many lies. They should have took me down a long time ago because I spread so many factual lies. No, I don't. It was the next one. Yeah, I think it was the one where I sang some gospel songs because I wasn't supposed to sing it. I was just expressing myself, the other side of me. That's all. Yeah. 2013, 29. Yeah. What do I have no idea. If it's only an airplane like this right here, I have no idea. I have no idea. If that's all it was it's just my footage that I took. And it looks like an airplane going up, but when I zoomed up, I seen that. I don't know. I don't know what problem they had with it. Just me giving my official opinion on what I'm seeing. I don't know what it is. Looked like an airplane, but it don't look like an airplane. Yeah. Uh, all channels are apprehensive. Everybody is expecting something. Well, I'm not going to be apprehensive. I'll say, okay, well, time to move on. That's right. You was in a strike team on the ice called Mount Victoria. Asset protect in 5 hours, and this is where I first was in human form, and then you were a Thunderbird. You were a Thunderbird. I saw what I thought was Thunderbirds back in 2018 when I first started. I was filming the two suns in the sky, and these clouds, the sun was going behind the clouds. I was trying to get the other sun, and the storm clouds started getting really cloudy, really like stormy clouds with gigantic columns. 2 gigantic columns formed in the southwestern sky. It looked like big gigantic cliffs, and it was very ominous. I'm sitting out there with my little cell phone trying to get that second sun, and then in between the 2 columns, these massive columns of clouds, what looked like, I thought it was hang gliders. I thought it was hang gliders with bird costumes on. They were enormous. This great big thing comes out with great big wings around 20 to 30 feet, black wings with reddish gold, not reddish gold, reddish orange tips on the bottom of their feathers, on the very bottom. Big black wings. They had a human face, a human body, and they had like on their body, it was like a reddish orange cummerbund on their body. And their legs, they had black, maybe they had a black suit on or something. And when you got to their ankles, it was reddish orange to where their boots or something would be. But they were massive. I thought they were gigantic hang gliders with costumes on, but they weren't. They came out of the chasm in the sky. The sky opened up between those 2 clouds. First one came out, and it was massive. Winged being, big black wing, 20 to 30 foot wingspan with reddish orange tips on their wings is what they had, reddish orange. And that reddish orange was this color right here. It was that kind of orange on their wingtips at the bottom and on their waist and on their feet area from their ankles, around their ankles on down, maybe a tad bit higher. It was that color of orange that was on them. It's right there, like a reddish orange kind of on their wings. Their wings, their waist, and their legs. So the first one came out, and my eyes got really big, and I'm trying to catch it. I'm trying to film it. My camera would not work. Then another one came out, and another one, and another one. They flew in formation. There's around 6 or 7 of them total. Flew right over my head. And I watched them. I thought, I gotta get it. I hope I'm getting it. No, my camera would not even work. They flew over my head, over my house. They weren't that high up. As soon as they got to the edge of my property, they disappeared. Totally disappeared. I'll never forget it. And that's when I first thought about the Thunderbirds. But then what if it was like Anunnaki? Really, what if it was Anunnaki? Giant. They were massive. No, it was not a dream. It was not a dream. I was standing in my yard with my my cell phone on mounted onto like a tripod, filming the 2 suns is what I was doing. It was not a dream. I immediately after that, I went on the Facebook and I did a live video concerning it, because this is what I was taking images of this back then right here. I loved it when the clouds came, because when the clouds came, I could catch this. And you can see like there's something else behind there. So I was trying to get them, because there was a lot of clouds, and it started to get really stormy looking. But that's what I was taking. As this would go through the clouds, the other one would follow it. It would. But I never seen that until a couple years later. I thought, oh my gosh, was that always in there? Something like that. But I did, you all. It's like a chasm opened up, and they came out of there. This is my picture. This is what I first started taking pictures of when I first started doing it. This showed up in my camera, and then this, some type of a giant orb-like thing behind it showed up. That's what I took pictures of back then. Yeah. So I know that those winged beings exist. They do. And they have human bodies with great big gigantic black wings with reddish orange on the bottom of their feathers, their waist, and their feet. They exist. They may be interdimensional or something, but they appeared before me and flew in formation above me. Hello. You all need to go to bed. I really do. I got a lot to reflect back on over the past 4 years. I really do. A lot of things I've seen. If you see the thumbnails for beaming power, you will see what that is. You never seek help giving something. You got a strange orb in your pictures. Yeah, you also, it's just a lot of stuff going on. I've seen the grays. See their heads, kind of, their brows, their eyes. This one's holding its 2 hands up. Right here, you all. Look at this. Chino, you trying to make your screen big and you can't. Well, I can, you all. Look at that. You can see them right there too. If I were to do this, look at this, you all. They showed up at my house. This is at night. They exist too. They do exist. That was the only time I ever caught them on camera. I could sense something out there. That's why I took a picture. Yeah, you can see them. They exist. I wasn't scared or anything. I wasn't. I was, that's when I was hanging the insulation in my she shed when I first got it, and I started getting the paneling and stuff. I'd work on it. It was cold out. Um, and there they were in my yard. They were coming up the, coming from the driveway. I think maybe a portal was opened or something, you all. I don't know what happened. I don't. That was early on too. That was in the year maybe 2018 or so. Later in it, maybe 20, yeah, something like that. Yeah. You remember that, Vonda? You missed the beginning of the stream. David, Adam, Michael. Well, I think YouTube has a glitch in it. It's been attacked, or I don't know. There's people's monetization is like gone. Mine's gone. And you can't see the symbols on your channel. This one person had 5 channels. It was gone on one of their channels. And I got an email saying I violated German law and I'm banned in Germany, and I could appeal a legal complaint. And I did. I don't know what I did wrong. Yeah, just showing footage that I took with my Nikon P900. That's all you all. That's all I was doing. Showing footage that I took with my camera. Just it. Of the moon, which is a nice specimen to take pictures of. It is. I don't want it to fall off my desk. Yeah. Oh, you wanted to say, we love and appreciate you walking this journey. Oh, you're so welcome, you all. I was told it's only going to be 4 years. I'm in my 4th year, and I do not have an exact timestamp. I know that when I took the picture of the lady kneeling in the cloud with her hand stretched and her head looked back with a bun on her head, that was June the 15th of 2018. That's the only official timestamp I have of that. But then it was like September was when I had took the picture. That was the time span of the observatory shutdown. I don't have the exact time span when I saw the 3 beings who came down in a beam of light in my front yard. And 2 were human, and one was an older lady, kind of short. She kind of looked like me in my future. I saw myself in my future in my dream state 2 times. And there was a younger lady with long brown hair who stood on my porch. I'm looking at the eastern sky, and she looked like me when I was younger. I had long brown wavy hair. And I was looking at the lady who was standing there. I don't know if one of these could have been like one of the extraterrestrials that was next to the older lady. But I was just worried about my daughter because I knew exactly what this time meant when that young lady showed up. When I looked at her, I knew why she was there. Even if it was me in my past, I was going to be her, she was going to be me, and my life would change. I knew it. Knew it within my spirit, deep within my spirit. And I knew my life would change. I just didn't know if my family could handle it, more or less. They handled it. But the older lady who was by the small extraterrestrial, she read my mind. And she looked at me and said, it's okay, it's only going to be 4 years. It was a very serious moment, you are, extremely serious moment. And I looked back at the younger lady. I was standing at my door on my porch, my front porch. And that's the end of it. I'm here. I'm on social media for all the whole world to see and make fun of, for those who like to. And to reach out to others. I am in whatever capacity I'm supposed to, and that's when I started taking more pictures of the ships and sharing them all around social media. So that's how it happened, just like that. Just like that, it's been one wild journey, is what it's been, an extremely wild journey. I see people from all walks of life, and I get to see how humans are. I do. And I have to say the majority of humans are very loving and kind. It's my favorite picture of the ships. One day they will make an appearance. I cannot tell you when they will. I cannot. But I call these long white ships, I call these light ships. I don't get no negative feeling from them. I don't. Well, that's what that's what the bulk of my pictures were. I don't know how they turned up in my camera at all. No idea. Guess they pierced through the realm. They pierced through the veil, you all, and they got those pictures. That's right. You have a video of those ships. That's wonderful. You should put it on your YouTube channel if you know you got a YouTube channel, because you wouldn't have a YouTube account. Now you can see these right here coming out of the sun. This is NASA's product. This is what I caught coming out of the sun. This ship right here. So there are there are ships out there. There's good and there's bad in this world, just like good and bad people. You got good and bad entities, spaceships, aliens, whatever you want to call them. And not everything is a demonic being. Okay, it's not. But we live in a really strange world, and our world's been turned upside down, and it's facing constant change, and we just got to be strong enough to weather the change that comes our way. Yeah, it's more or less that. We can weather the change. Okay, it has the most views of all your videos. Oh my goodness gracious. You all, I am going to go. So, I just think there's something going on. After I did this video last night, I got myself in trouble, I guess, because I sung some songs on there. And they had a religious overture to it. But I call it spiritual. Spiritual. That's okay. If I'm going to get in trouble, I want to get in trouble for speaking the truth and being my true self. Okay, I do. If I'm being true to myself and I get in trouble and I'm not breaking any of the law of love, so be it. If I am not breaking any law, whether love is concerned, love within my being expressed, and I get in trouble, so be it. That's how I feel in my spirit. It's well with my soul. At least I wouldn't got in trouble for being something that wasn't true to myself, something that was very deceitful. Yeah, I deserve to get in trouble if I was being deceitful. But for being myself, if you get in trouble for being yourself, for being your loving self and showing the kindness within you, consider it a pure joy to get in trouble for that deep down within. Even though it may not feel good, it's better to get in trouble like that than getting in trouble for being a bad person. Okay, it is. So I am going to go, you all. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your morning. I'm going to try to go back to sleep, you all. That's right. To thy own self be true. Yeah. That's right. Boom. That's right, you all. I'm gonna go. You all, love you. Good night.